Sometimes it's just too easy to pick on a movie. You take a movie, for instance, called The Drone, about a killer drone, and you kind of have an idea of what that movie's all about. And to a certain extent, you are right. We start off with a serial killer who is using a drone to spy on his would-be victims, and then when the police catch him in the act of some murder, he gets struck by lightning, and it seems to be that his consciousness gets transferred into this drone. Stay with me, it's not as crappy as it kind of sounds. We then have this couple who are moving into this house. The guy's a bit of a gadget freak and discovers this strangely abandoned drone in his back garden. Taken into his house, it becomes part of the family, a murderous part. It seems kind of silly, and it is directed by the guy who did Zombievers and Critters, a new binge. But I look at this as more of a satire of horror movies, of these kind of movies where somebody's new into an environment and they take someone in, someone who they think is harmless and just easygoing but is really murderous with their intent. And I feel that the movie is most definitely leading down two various paths. You can take it as just a silly horror movie that follows the typical tropes of similar-ish horror movies, or you can look at it as a satire, as if they've taken a script for a kind of B-grade thriller horror and removed a character and just replaced it with a drone. They treat the drone like it is an actual person throughout the movie. The camera focuses on it at the strangest moments. One of my favourite shots in this movie, and I think it's in the trailer if I remember right, is the moment where the drone is maniacally sitting on a rocking chair. As it slowly moves back and forward, the camera zooms in as we look at this inanimate object sitting on a rocking chair, yet somehow it's menacing. And the movie has many moments like that as well. It's just that right pastiche of kind of crappy movie, but with a genius kind of concept with it as well. The characters are kind of one-dimensional, but that fits in entirely to the way it satirizes these kind of movies. You get lots of ominous shots of the drone, like I mentioned. There's ones where it's just sitting there with its little red recording light, watching everything that is happening. Moments of it tapping into the computer and searching wacky subjects is just fun as well. It's definitely something that's unexpected within the movie. Its quick runtime of 90 minutes was a joy as well. There is some good horrific moments in this where they go for the blood and the gore. There is moments where you're like, oh, why don't they just whack that thing out the air? And they do. They don't always run up the stairs screaming their head off in a locked house, which is more and more funny things about this movie. The more I think about it, the more it has just laugh out loud sequences in it. Like the moment where the female house owner is having a shower and she walks out the shower, turns round right into a drone. And if you've heard the noise that these things make, there's no way it could covertly just move about the house. It's unrealistic. It's a movie about a killer drone, so it's going to have some kind of lack of realism to it. But I was perfectly fine with it. I loved the setup, the direction, the fun moments that this thing has. If you're willing to just completely go with the lunacy on show here, I think you'll like this. I really kind of enjoyed The Drone. It was fun. It's the kind of thing I would go back to again. I definitely think it pokes fun at a lot of various tropes in these kind of horror movies, and I think it does it with excellent intent and execution. The Drone for me is something that I would highly recommend to those of the horror fraternity out there, people who love their kind of blood guts and know these kind of movies inside out. This is a little bit different, that borderlines that kind of crap genius mark for me. I'd love to know your thoughts on the movie. Even check out the trailer. I think it's incredibly fun. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. Looking forward to those, and I will see you next time on Man vs. Film.